Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
If you have been fat shamed all your life, you may have noticed it got worse in the COVID year. Only now, it is dumped on you like a health advisory. Ever since obesity was announced as a comorbidity for COVID, the hurtful comments have become sharper. Has this lockdown been a constant exercise at battling someone going, "Kitna khaoge, kam khao, weight बढ़ गया है?" And while underweight people also get body shamed, fat phobia is much more rampant in our society. Acceptance of fat phobia makes body shaming and weight-based discrimination that much more common, both at an interpersonal and institutional level. India has never really been kind to fat people. From calling overweight friends motu, but that is love, no? To wanting slim girls in matrimonial ads. We are obsessed with weight, especially when it comes to women. But not that men are spared either. But rise in studies connecting higher weight with an increased risk of severe COVID symptoms unwittingly provoked a wave of body shaming that has continued, if not aggravated. And the worst part is that when people hear that those with obesity may be at more risk for COVID, some react with disgust or anger instead of compassion because they perceive obesity as a thing a person chooses to be or is in full control of. Impact of fat shaming on mental health. Number 1, social anxiety. When you're publicly bullied, the natural response would be to stop putting yourself in those situations. This can culminate into isolating oneself and avoiding social interaction. Number 2, low self-worth. There is an increase in feelings of low self-image and self-esteem. One can start feeling lonely and sorry for oneself, and that can develop into a state of depression. Number 3, eating disorders. The onset of unhealthy eating habits due to feelings of loss of control and low self-esteem. From anorexia, which is refusing to eat, to bulimia that involves binging and purging by throwing up. Eating disorders do haunt people who are constantly body shamed. Facebook and Instagram can fill you with a sense of insecurity about your body, especially with people posting picture-perfect bodies on holidays, or of constant before-after pictures emphasizing how being fat is somehow unhealthy and undesirable by default. You can, however, choose to reclaim the space for yourself by putting up pictures of you being yourself, even taking part in trending reels, which have a wide reach. From wearing that dress you've been asked not to dancing a routine that is reserved for slim people, show them that you are better than those shamers because you are you. And for haters out there, never ever let them decide how you should feel in your own skin. If they hate your dance, post another one. They're attacking your size, wear a t-shirt that affirms what you feel about yourself. I have had my fair share of interaction with trolls and body shamers online. And on most occasions, I do not engage at all. But if you wish to, lashing might feel natural, but it does not really work. Simply say thank you, because they do not know how to react to that. Just because they see you being fat as an issue, you do not have to. Calling them out on your stories with screenshots will also make them realize that you are not going to take it lying down. What can be done about it? Number 1, body positivity. This idea, however, is not fixed or can be so. How we love ourselves cannot be put down in points. But one thing can definitely, that you are not simply a number on a scale or a size tag. Body shaming is not pleasant and should not be tolerated. No matter who it is, make it a point of calling out people, your friends, families, or co-workers. If you catch anyone body shaming another, confront and educate them. Talk it out and discuss the harmful effects of body shaming someone. Social media and body shaming. That block button is actually helpful if someone cannot respect your boundaries. Also, unfollow profiles and pages that trigger or affect you. Number 3, change the way you talk to yourself. Sometimes we are more harsh on ourselves than outsiders. This often happens because we want to shield ourselves from the unkind comments of others and end up saying them to ourselves because we want to minimize the hurt. Number 4, get help. Body shaming can have a significant impact on one's self-esteem and can be detrimental to one's mental health. And one might need support not just from loved ones, but also professional help, especially if the shaming is being directed by family, friends, or partners. What can you do if you wish to learn how not to contribute to fat phobia or body shaming? Never give compliments like "you look good, have you lost weight?" or "you will look better if you lose weight," because this implies being thin is the only way to look good, and that is not exactly a healthy compliment. You're so brave and confident to wear that. Do not make personal comments on somebody's choice of attire. With constant scrutiny, it takes a lot for somebody to wear a particular piece of clothing. If you can find nothing good to say about it to them, simply don't say anything. Real women have curves. Well, who gave you the degree to decide what a real woman looks like? No one. So do not say it. Same goes for real men should be physically fit. Do you really want to eat all that? A lot of people think statements like these are being concerned about somebody's health. It is not. Because in a culture of slimming bells to slimming teas, this is a very loaded and problematic statement. Why don't you exercise? How are you assuming that this person isn't working out? It's simply because you equate working out to weight loss. It's simply not that easy. From thyroid to genetic disorders, people may be suffering from a wide range of illnesses that you have absolutely no clue about. But if they do not, it is really none of your business. While body shaming is difficult to handle anyway, it is so much worse when it is directed by family and people that you love. But here's something I learned from my experience of being body shamed by people close to me. This is your life, and you get to choose to call out people, even family, when they mess up. And you also get to choose not to let their opinion decide what you are worth, ever. I would like to end the video with something shared by a colleague who recovered from COVID recently. She said how a friend reminded her that while she was cribbing about her weight, she forgot to be grateful that that very body had carried her safely through the duration of her infection and was still holding her up as she goes to work daily and reports on the pandemic. This is a reminder for everyone. Be grateful for your body and not be lost in the sham of gaining or losing weight will make your life better. Thanks for watching the 4th episode of Mind Over Matter. Please let us know what you think about our show in the comment section below. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media handles. This is Tina Das for The Print, signing off.